Now, Gary Cohn is Donald Trump's economic advisor. This guy is your typical Wall Street establishment Democrat. Now, a lot of people were surprised that Gary Cohn would even join the Trump administration since he was a registered Democrat and had given to Democratic causes. So, again, a lot of pressure on that. So it's not any surprise that after Charlottesville, Cohn started to feel a little uneasy about his role at the White House. I mean, it's one thing to push for tax cuts and deregulation for the financial industry, which, of course, he's in favor of. It's quite another thing to stand by a president that seems to stand by white supremacists, okay, after Charlottesville. In fact, Cohn recently spoke to the Financial Times, saying that he felt enormous pressure to resign after Trump's response to Charlottesville. Now, specifically when Trump, of course, decided to blame both sides for that violence. Now, again, that violence was, it led to one person losing their life, Heather Heyer, as well as 19 people getting injured by white supremacists. So, and of course, Trump afterwards is like, no, both sides. In fact, the alt left are super, super violent. I mean, those people, but the people walking with the neo-Nazis and the white supremacists, the KKK, well, some people were very fine people. And of course, he amended that statement several times, like, oh, I actually went and denounced the KKK, after 2 days. That's the easiest thing that you can do, is denounce neo-Nazi and hate groups. But it took you forever to do that. Oh, no, I had to find the facts. You don't understand, Jeff. We had to find the facts about this. You got to go for a fact-finding mission to find out that the KKK and white supremacists are bad people? Yeah, okay, man. Not buying it. Anyway. Now, in this interview with the Financial Times, Cohn said that this administration can and must do better in consistently and unequivocally condemning these groups and do everything we can to heal the deep divisions that exist in our communities. Now, that's a fairly strong statement. Okay, there's no equivocating there. No, we got to condemn these groups. There it is. Now, he also said, I personally have come under enormous pressure, both to resign and to remain in my my current position. He said, as a patriotic American, I am reluctant to leave my post. Really? As using the patriotism? Oh, man. Boy, I got this. I'm the economic advisor to Donald Trump, which means I can push tax cuts and deregulation on Wall Street. But I'm such a patriotic American that I can't leave that post. Okay, cut the bullshit on that one. But nonetheless, he says, I also feel compelled to voice my distress over the events of the last 2 weeks. Citizens standing up for equality and freedom can never be equated with white supremacists, neo-Nazis, and the KKK. So like I said, very strong statement on that, at least. So, and there's a point to that. There's a reason. Okay, Cohn is a Jewish Democrat. Of course he's going to be upset, okay? There were literal neo-Nazis out there chanting, Jew will not replace us, okay? So, but like my question is, why, after this entire thing happened, why did he not resign? Why were there not mass resignations here? There should have been. As soon as he equivocated, everybody should have been like, that's it, pull the chute, I'm gone, right? Now on that, he says, quote, as a Jewish American, I will now allow neo-Nazis ranting Jews will not replace us to cause this Jew to leave his job. Oh, so he's standing up against white supremacists by staying next to a president that seems to be okay with white supremacists, or offers some very weak sauce, milquetoast condemnation to white supremacists. Look, maybe he actually convinced himself that he's taking a stand. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure not everybody's going to see it that way. I certainly do not. Now, the thing is that, look, you're not going to change the president's mind on this. If you think you're taking a stand, or if you've convinced yourself, you're not going to change his mind. Look, Jared Kushner is also Jewish. Ivanka, your daughter, has also switched over to being a Jew, okay? So even with those influences in the White House, he hired somebody like Steve Bannon. He hired, or not, well, not just hired. He hired somebody like Steve Bannon, yes, but also he did this equivocation, right? And he called people marching with neo-Nazis, the KKK, and white supremacists very, very fine people. So you're not going to change anybody's mind. He seems to be already set in his ways. And that involves defending white supremacists. Now, that got me thinking, could there be a different angle at play? Maybe Gary Cohn is trying to get fired. That's interesting, right? Hear me out on this one, okay? Look, Axios reported that a source close to Trump predicted that Trump will explode when he reads the Cohn interview. He said, it's got all the ingredients to enrage the president, a subordinate criticizing him, and an effective endorsement of how the mainstream media portrayed the events. Consider the amount of time Trump spent on stage in Phoenix Tuesday telling the crowd that his response to Charlottesville was perfect, but the fake news intentionally distorted it. They concluded that the way Trump will see it is that Cohn is siding with the fake news. Now, if we know anything about Trump, is the best way to get fired is to challenge him, is to go to the fake media, according to him, and to start talking shit. Okay? Look at Steve Bannon. Okay? He didn't really talk all that much shit about Trump, but he went to the American Prospect, which is a progressive magazine, and started openly challenging Trump on different policies and basically making it look like he's in charge. Okay? So, and look what happened to Bannon. He's gone. He's gone. He's back at Breitbart, right? Now you have Gary Cohn going and talking to the Financial Times and openly criticizing Donald Trump's response on Charlottesville, taking sides with the fake news media. If you want to get fired, that seems to be an effective way in doing it. I would be very, very surprised that once Trump reads about this, if Cohn is there and he lasts through next week. Okay? I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that. This might not get him fired at all, or he might not have wanted to get fired in the first place. Who knows, right? But that's my whole read of the situation. Again, I could be wrong. Let me know if you guys agree or not in the comment section below. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.